Okay, guys, it's Nanke Blessing here again, founder People Trading Channel. How are you guys doing? Hope you're enjoying your weekend and hope you enjoyed your week. Okay, as you all know, I always drop you weekly analysis, or I drop analysis every week, and I will not be doing something different today. But before I will just drop my analysis, I just want to give you a brief rundown on the trade I took this week. Those of you on my Telegram channel, you know I took a massive profit on Euro Pounds. As you can see on the chart, that is the chart I'm right on. Let me just give you a brief rundown on everything that happened within the trade. I was not actually really active on the market today because as I said in the group, I'm actually writing my exams. I'm still a student and my final year. So let me just give you a brief rundown and the profits I made from this pair. So now, as I said, I've been saying for weeks now that on the daily time frame, Euro Pound is forming a head and shoulders pattern, and I've drawn this. I kept it just like that on my chart for waiting for the right time to enter. Now, after seeing this guy forming an head and shoulder pattern, I was ready to sell at the right shoulder to complete the pattern. So let me just jump to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, I saw a downtrend, so I drew this blue trend line from this top part, and price has respected this trend line, and I was waiting for an entry for weeks now, but price kept on forming lower lows and lower highs without touching that trend line. I was expecting price to touch the trend line for me or give me a selling signal, then I enter the trade, but price didn't form anything like that. But during this week, I saw a very sweet pattern that made me took this trade. Now, what was that pattern? This is, as you can see, this red lines I'm drawing here is more like a descending triangle. Yes, the descending triangle. Let me just drop to the 1-hour time frame and explain the descending triangle. Now, I saw that price was like forming a small uptrend, but because we're on a downtrend, I know it's more like a retracement. And I saw that price was also respecting this trend line, taking it as a resistance. So with that, I expected price to break below, and luckily, as you can see, let me just bring out this horizontal line. As you can see, price broke below this other part I took as a support. After price broke below that part, I waited for price to retest. Now, while price was going back inside that zone, I saw this gold red candle. Now let me just zoom in this candle for you to see. You can see the candle was a massive red candle. Let me just check if I can get there after pips. The candle moved about 16 pips, 16.3 pips, about 16. As you can see, let me just zoom it better for. As you can see, this is the candle here. The candle moved about 16 pips. So with that, I said, okay, it's time to enter the trade. So I took this trade. I took a short position immediately the close of this candle. Now my stop loss was quite above this point. I think I moved it back into this zone. Now I was shooting for targets. Now let me go back to the 4-hour time frame. I was shooting for targets at this point. I was shooting for target down to this point. Yes, down to that point. I think it was a roughly 1 to 3 point something risk to reward. I still remember that it's on the group. So now, why I took this trade, because I was not actually active on the chart. I left the trade and believing, since I followed my rules and everything, as I said in the group, the trade is a grade A trade. That is, the probability of the trade hitting my take profit is high, or putting me in profit is high. So I risked about 2% on this trade. I actually risked more than 2% though, about 2% or 2.5%, because I took a bit when price started moving and retraced. I took another trade. Now let me just talk about the psychology of this trade. As you can see, price did what? Price actually put me in profit, started putting me back in loss. It came down again, price started moving slowly. Though I was expecting to hold this trade for like weeks, like 3 weeks or so, because of the pips I was trying to catch. Now if you look at the pips I was trying to catch, this is about 100 and something pips. Well, that is not really much for a euro pound pair because it's very volatile. Now if you look at these points, look at this on, sorry, let me use this to you. Look at this point. I just draw a shape now. This point, actually, when price got to this point, I was still in this trade, but I was still in loss. Imagine holding this trade for day 1, day 2 and day 3, and you were still in loss. You know, your psychology will have been tested, like, this trade has put me, I was in a very good profit at this point, but my psychology would have been affected because price actually brought me back to loss. But because I followed my strategy and I believed the massive movement had not even occurred yet, so on that fateful Thursday there was a news, because trading actually is basically a risk thing, the risky thing. You have to take the risks to make the money, so I was ready for the risk. So with that, you can see how price from this huge red candle of about 49 pips or 50 pips. Now price has moved and price is still like, price got to like almost 30 something pips to hit my take profit, and price is moving back up. So actually I've closed some positions and I've made about 4% or 5% of my account here. Yes, I've made about 4 or 5% of my account because of the risks I take, if not 4% exactly. When price have moved, I've made about 4% of my account. So but I'm still on this trade. Price has I've moved my position to break even. Now break even simply means taking your putting your stop loss at your entry point. But what I always do is, because of the swap, I always move it lower. So I move it because I believe price is actually going to, if price wants to reject, price should actually reject at this point. Let me show you guys. This is the beginning of the recent support that will now turn to resistance. So price could probably go to, let me remove this guy. Price could probably go to this point. If price shows a good price action, I will see another selling opportunity here. What I believe about technical analysis is, once something starts to form or price moves, it has to complete it. Price may try to trick you in a way, price may try to test your psychology in a way, but as long as you know what you are doing, you will make money from the market. So if price moves into that zone, I'll be taking another position down to this point, because I believe to complete that head and shoulder I've been looking at, price must complete it. Like, it must complete it. Price might try to trick so many retail traders, but price must complete it. So that is that for the analysis. 8 minutes already gone in this video, so I'll be very fast in the pairs I'll be looking at. I want to look at 5 different pairs: USD JPY, GBP JPY, GBP USD, Euro USD and Euro CAD. I'll start with Euro CAD. I'll make it as fast as possible. In my video last week, I said Euro CAD was either going to, okay, let me go to the 4 hour time frame. Looking at this Euro CAD last week, I said Euro CAD was going to either form a double bottom here before going up. Price was around this zone. I said price was going to form a double bottom before going up. I need to see price confirmation. Well, price didn't do that. The second thing I said was price could actually fall back down to this zone, and that is what price do. And in that video, if you go and check my last video, I said if price comes back to this zone, I was going to look for buying opportunities, and I think that analysis seems to be playing out. But despite the fact that I'm seeing buying opportunities here, this is a green candle showing me buying pressure. I will not just jump. What I'm seeing again is that price is actually coming down. You know, this thing is better to buy at a lower price. Maybe okay, let me just draw. I'm seeing a very nice pattern here. Let me just show you guys the pattern I'm seeing right now. More like a head and shoulders pattern. I'm seeing a very nice pattern. And the price will come back and form something like this. And when price breaks, maybe we retest. So now you can see that price is forming an head and shoulder. If price drops back to this point, or let me just delete it to make it, let me delete this head and shoulder pattern. As long as you guys know the head and shoulder pattern I'm trying to draw, I'm okay with that. So I don't want this video to be too long, at most 20-25 minutes. So if price form this head and shoulder pattern and goes up, then it's a very good opportunity to continue in this trend. Now if it does that, I will always look at buying at my support zone, as my rule says. So if I buy at this zone, let's assume I buy at this zone, my stop loss is somewhere below the head. That is still nice anyway. I'll be shooting for target back up to this zone, and as you can see, this is like a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio, which is a very good one. But anyhow the trade turns out to be, I'll drop the signal on my Telegram channel. My Telegram link my Telegram channel will be in the description below. My WhatsApp, my direct contact will be in the description below. Now the next one I'll be looking at is Euro USD. I've not looked at this pair for quite some time now, but I believe it's going to do something nice this week. Wow. So now yeah, price actually has been trading in the uptrend. As you can see, this was a very nice resistance level that took time to break, and ever since price broke this resistance from the beginning of, okay, this is around 30th November last year, price has never come back to touch it. Now price has came back during this week and respected that resistance. It's trying to excuse me please, it's trying to turn the resistance to a support. So price actually, I love this impulse move. Price has actually respected it and turned it to a support. Well, I was actually looking for selling opportunities on this trade, though what I think I will do is price could actually continue selling to the downside or take it as a support, but I'll just look at short trades, maybe short selling trades for now, because this was a support that later turned to a resistance. Maybe as price has moved back up like this, price could come and form something like a double top or so, then I short it. I don't know if you understand. Then I short it. So if price does that, I'm sorry, I'm not drawing this thing well, so you should just form something like that and I short it down before it moves back up. Anyways, I don't think that is what I won't be looking at this week. The next pair I'm looking at is which one? GBP USD. Wow, I talked about this pair last week. I was expecting this pair to break through a trend line. I must have deleted that trend line. What I'm saying, I was expecting price to break through a trend line. Now I can't even remember. Actually, price broke through the trend line, I remember, but it didn't follow my breakout strategy. I don't know if I said in that last video I did last week that price must come to this point. Price must come to this point, then I will buy the trade. I'll probably buy the trade back to probably a particular Fibonacci level. Yes, I remember I said something like that. That if price breaks to that point, this is a Fibonacci retracement. Let's say to this point, I could take the trade back to 61.8 Fibonacci zone or 78.6 Fibonacci zone. But price didn't break to that point, and I expected, that means price is continuing to go back up. So what I'm expecting this week is for price to do what? Let price break above this guy, fall back to retest this support, this resistance that will not turn to a support. Then I look for trading opportunities. Well, as you can see, I've kept my target as 1.4. Why did I keep my target at 1.4? Let me just go to the daily time frame. Now on this daily time frame, it's more like if I move back, let me just move back to see there's no resistance holding this guy. There's no resistance holding this guy. All these ones you are seeing here is more like those resistance that are being tested. The problem it was it's facing currently is testing those resistance. Now if price breaks above and retest, there's nobody stopping it. So I'm looking at 1.4, and 1.4 is also a very good psychological number to look at trading opportunities there. Sorry, why am I going? Why am I doing this? What's going on? So to look at trading opportunities there, let me just go back to the power time frame. That is just that for pound USD. Sorry, my network needs to be doing somehow this morning. So price will just break above, come and retest. Then I look for buying opportunities back to that level. I think this would be a very nice trade. If I take a trade at this zone, my stop loss should be around. I'll use the Fibonacci zone as a stop loss. Then I look for target. This is over a 1 to 3 risk to reward ratio. Well, I'll be looking at opportunities. Then the next pair I'm looking at is GBP JPY. Where is my GBP JPY? It should be GBP JPY. Good. Well, GBP JPY. Actually, I just want to give a brief rundown on this pair. Let me go to the weekly time frame. I know why I actually want to do analysis on this pair, just to show you an educational content. So now, what I'm seeing in this pair is that price is actually trying to range, because price is actually on the weekly time, price is actually forming lower highs and lower lows. That's lower highs, lower lows, lower high, lower low, as you can see, and it still continued like that. Let me continue from here. Low high, lows, but price actually came back to this zone again, and sellers pushed the market down, and price has been trading back to that zone. Right, price has been trending back to that zone. So with that, I'm expecting price to also respect it. Price could also not respect it, but I believe there will be a shorting opportunity, like a selling opportunity in this pair coming this week. That after price comes to this zone. So if price comes to that zone, what I'll be looking at is for this head and shoulders pattern. Price is actually oversold on the 4-hour time frame. I'm sure it should be oversold on the hourly time frame, like 1 hour and 2 hour 2 and hourly time. So when price gets to that zone, well, I'll look for shorting opportunities. USD JPY. USD JPY. Did I talk about the USD pair last week? Probably yes, probably no. But actually, this ranging channel, the descending channel, it was forming. Price has broken it, and what I'm expecting price to do is actually to retest. This is a very simple thing. Well, I'm expecting price to retest, but I need extra confirmation. Let me check the 2-hour time frame. Please, let's just be patient with network. Actually, network is contributing to my delay or the increase in the time of the video. Okay, I'm seeing, yes, I saw something like a divergence. Let's see it. Now this is the 1 hour time frame. This has formed a higher low, but on the RSI is forming lower high, lower low, so it's a good sign of divergence. Now, what am I going to look for on this trade? Price needs to break this minor support, something like this. If price breaks like this, we test the support. I'm trading it to this zone. So now the risk to reward is to be a very nice one. Let's say I took the price at the top here and I'll trade it down to this zone. Well, a good 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio will be better. I believe it will even be higher than that, because the candle will actually, the liquidity candle might come up and give me a better entry. So that is that for the analysis I'll be doing this week. If you're in my Telegram channel, or if you're not in my Telegram channel, do well to join the channel. I'll be dropping more analysis there. I'll try my best. I think this week I'm not having too many. My exams, my papers I'll be writing this week will not be too congested. There'll be little space for me while I read. I could also look at the chat. Please, if not subscribed, do well to subscribe. And if you stay to the end of this video, give me a love emoji, or type rather I've stayed to the end of the video and give you a love emoji for that. While you subscribe, click on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I come up with a video. This video has been so long anyways. Thank you very much. Comment in the comment section. I remain Nankere Blessing, founder People Trading Channel. I want to thank you guys for your support, your time you took to watch this video. I'm really glad you did. Thank you so much. As I said, I remain Nankere Blessing. I wish you all a peaceful week ahead. profitable week ahead, and signing out.